One day, during my worst burnout, I stopped at a petrol station and pumped diesel into my car. I didn't even notice it until the car started making a sound I've never heard before. And I stood there thinking, I can't do anything right, my brain just stopped working. That wasn't a bad day. That was AuDHD burnout. And if any part of you recognize the feeling I described just now, stay with me, because this video might be what you needed. Here's what no one tells us about AuDHD burnout. It doesn't just feel like being tired. It feels like being broken. During the worst period of my burnout, I was sleeping the whole night plus 5 hours during the day. And I would wake up and still feel completely exhausted. And the hours that I was awake felt painful. Not just uncomfortable, not just annoying, physically painful. And I kept asking myself, what's wrong with me? Why can I not just work like a normal person? If you ever asked yourself this question, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about what AuDHD burnout actually feels like, why it's nothing like tiredness, what makes it so much worse, and what actually helped me come back. Not generic advice, what really worked for me. And if you are new here, hi, I make videos about navigating life as an AuDHD woman. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what it really looks like, because it's probably not what you think burnout should look like. Sign 1. You sleep and sleep and sleep and nothing changes. This was the moment I knew something was really wrong. I wasn't just tired from a busy week. I was sleeping 10, 12, 15 hours and waking up like I hadn't slept at all. The rest simply was not reaching me, because what was depleted wasn't just my body, it was my entire nervous system. Sign 2. Your brain stops processing basic things. The diesel incident wasn't the only one. I couldn't think straight, and I mean that literally, not as a figure of speech. Simple decisions felt impossible. Words wouldn't come. I would forget what I was doing mid-sentence. When our nervous system is on that level of shutdown, our executive function, already one of the most vulnerable systems in AuDHD people, goes almost completely offline. Sign 3. The hours you are awake feel painful. Not boring, not frustrating, painful. I spend hours crying every day, sometimes with people on the phone, sometimes alone. And it wasn't always about something specific. It was like my nervous system was releasing everything it has been holding on, and it had been holding on to a lot. Sign 4. You withdrawn completely. I stopped seeing people, I refused to leave the house, and I didn't want to leave my bed. Not because I was being lazy, it was because the outside world had become very overwhelming. Every sound, every interaction, every decision was too much. This is what nervous system shutdown looks for us. It's not laziness, it's protection. Sign 5. You hit a point where you don't know how to keep going. The kind of dark where you can't see the other side. And you need to hear that there is another side. I got there, and so can you. Here's what's actually happening in AuDHD burnout and why rest alone doesn't fix it. Regular tiredness is physical depletion. You sleep, you recover. AuDHD burnout is nervous system collapse. As AuDHD women, we are running multiple processes at once. We are masking who we are, regulating our emotions, managing executive function, all while trying to appear normal to the world around us. There is an enormous amount of invisible work, and at some point, the system doesn't just get tired, it shuts down. And when it shuts down, no amount of sleep can fix it. Because the problem isn't that you didn't rest enough. The problem is that you were running on empty for far too long before realizing it. This is why burnout in AuDHD people can last days, weeks, months, or even longer. And it's why being told to just push through is one of the most harmful things someone can say to us. Actually, pause here for a second. If you've ever been told that you are dramatic, exaggerating, and that everyone feels tired sometimes, I need you to hear the next part. During my burnout, someone told me that I was being dramatic, that I was exaggerating it. That sent me deeper, not because I was being dramatic, but because one of the worst parts of the burnout is already feeling like something is wrong with you. And when someone confirms that fear, your nervous system has nowhere to go. Being misunderstood made my burnout way harder to recover from. And there were other things that extended it too. I was also trying to organize a move between cities, big life decisions, logistics, pressure, on top of a system that was already in shutdown. That was like throwing fuel in a fire. The biggest thing that kept me stuck though was trying to push through it. We've been conditioned to push through, to function, to be productive, and for AuDHD people, the instinct to mask and push through is so ingrained that we just do it. Even when our body is screaming at us to stop. Pushing through burnout doesn't end burnout. It deepens it every single time. So what actually helped me to come back from it? The first thing was accepting that I was in burnout. And this sounds simple, but it's not. Not fighting it. Not trying to figure out how to push through it, just acknowledging it. This is where I am right now. This is real. I am allowed to be here. That acceptance was the first thing that stopped making it worse. The second thing was going back to simple things that really gave me pressure. No pressure attached to it. For me, that was building Lego sets and doing yoga. Not because they were productive, not because they were going to fix anything, but because it gave my nervous system something safe and small to focus on. And slowly, very slowly, these moments of okay started getting longer. I want to be clear, I didn't go from burnout to feeling fine overnight. Recovery felt like 10 minutes of feeling okay, then a crash, then 20 minutes, then an hour. It was not linear, but it moved. And that's what I want you to hold on to. You don't need to get better all at once. You just need to find the first small thing that feels safe and let yourself have it without guilt. AuDHD burnout isn't a character flaw. It's not weakness. It's not being dramatic. It's what happens when a nervous system that is working twice as hard as everyone else's finally says enough. You're not broken, you're depleted. And those are very different things. If you are in it right now, I see you. And I promise there is another side. Drop a heart in the comment if this video found you at the right time. It helps me know who I'm making this for. And if you want to understand more about why your nervous system works the way it does, my next video goes into it. I'll see you there.